The speculation about Neymar's future is taking up a lot of column inches in the newspapers across the world. This is in Catalonia. Sport negociación frenética. Frenetic negotiation, Alan?
Yes, Dan,
yes.
perfect.
Neymar juega Barça, meanwhile, says Mundo Deportivo. They seem positive that maybe he's going to go to Barca, maybe on a move. Gab, what's the latest? Let's welcome Gab in, shall we? Here he is. Neymar update.
It is getting pretty frenetic, especially after, of course, Paris Saint-Germain lost on Sunday night against Rennes without Neymar. Globo Esporte in Brazil, actually, throwing the bombshell out there that Juventus had tabled an offer of 100 million euros plus Dybala. So a package of about 180 million for Neymar. Conventional wisdom, of course, had it that Barcelona, having moved Coutinho on, at least for one season, had freed up some salary space for him. And obviously there's still Real Madrid somewhere floating out there. I think what's pretty obvious is he wants to move, but I also wonder if people aren't getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Ironically, Juventus's director of football, Fabio Paratici, was having dinner tonight, in fact, right now as we record this, with Barcelona's director of football.
Oh.
So whoever they're talking to each other. They're not talking to Paris Saint-Germain or to Neymar's dad, unless he's in there hiding under the table somewhere. So I think this is going to rumble on. It seems to me that Neymar is really agitating for this. Tuchel has said either Neymar becomes available and he plays for us, or we get somebody else in. My guess is ultimately he stays, but it's so early that we have enough time left that I think this is going to run. And I really wouldn't rule out, Barcelona or indeed Real Madrid going back in.
Who could PSG possibly get in, though, Gab? Dybala, I suppose, is one name, as you say, but apart from that, Real Madrid and Barca haven't got too much more to offer, have they?
Well, no, I mean, look, you're not going to go and get, necessarily first choices, but I mean, certainly from Real Madrid's perspective, in terms of players going the other way, and I think it would have to be, I'm not going to pull out the old Gareth Bale chestnut, not after he started the weekend, but obviously you've got a guy like James, you've got potentially Isco, although I'm not sure Real Madrid want to let him go. You've got Odriozola, as long as Dani Carvajal comes back. Paris Saint-Germain do need a right back. From Barcelona, there's been talk of Rakitic, of course. The difficulty for Barcelona now, complicating things even further, is Ousmane Dembele, of course, is injured now as well. He's out for 5 to 6 weeks. Malcolm, of course, is gone. So they're actually shorthanded up front right now. But the thinking is, Paris Saint-Germain would have to scramble. And I think the message coming from Tuchel anyway is that, guys, we're running a serious shop here. I don't want to have to scramble around for waifs and strays in the dying hours of the transfer window while this guy sits there and makes up his mind, or other clubs try to go and bargain us down to try to get him on the cheap. And I think that's a difficult position they find themselves in. Right now, and remember this, Neymar is not a necessity for Barcelona, nor is he a necessity for Real Madrid, and certainly not for Juventus. At most, at best, he's a cherry on top. All these clubs, I think, would struggle to do the deal at the numbers Paris Saint-Germain wants. So as of right now, I still stick to the fact conventional wisdom says he stays, but watch his space.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.